Yesterday we have talked about Mr. Christopher Nolan and his filmmaking style and his films and movies, all about Christopher Nolan. So today I am going to talk about one of the finest filmmakers in the world right now. He is none other than Bong Joon Ho. So yeah, I'm going to ask about Bong Joon Ho, the filmmaker who made Memories of Murder, Mother, Parasite, etc. Okay, what do you know about Bong Joon Ho? Can you tell?
Absolutely. Bong Joon Ho is such a fascinating filmmaker. He's known for blending genres and tackling social issues with a lot of dark humor and clever storytelling. Parasite was a huge hit, even winning the Palme d'Or and the Academy Award for Best Picture. He's got a unique style that mixes suspense, social commentary, and a bit of the absurd. Does anything specific you want to know about him or his films? Just let me know.
Yeah, I want to talk about many more things, but as of now, I'm going to talk about Memories of Murder, one of his finest works. So,
Memories of Murder.
yeah, yeah.
No worries. Memories of Murder is definitely a standout film. It's based on a true story about the hunt for a serial killer in South Korea in the 1980s. The film is really atmospheric and mixes elements of suspense and dark humor, and it also explores the flaws and complexities of the police investigation. It's a great film to dive into. Let me know what you'd like to discuss about it.
Yeah, actually, I really liked the way Bong Joon-ho shot the film and the way screenplay was written and the characters unraveled. Particularly, I want to ask about how you felt about the screenplay, the structure of screenplay in Memories of Murder.
Absolutely. The screenplay of Memories of Murder is quite impressive. It skillfully balances tension and dark humor, and it also develops the characters in a really layered way. The main characters, especially the two detectives, are flawed and complex, which add a lot of depth to the story. The pacing is also great. It keeps you engaged while also letting the tension build gradually. It's definitely a standout in terms of structure and storytelling.
Yeah, and as we already know that it was based on some true story. uh, at the end of the film, on the final shot hints like still the serial killer is somewhere hiding or lurking around. So did the serial killer really uh, later years, did the actual serial killer captured by the police, or what do you know about it?
Yes, the film's ending does leave that chilling hit that the killer might still be out there. In reality, the Hwasong serial murders remained unsolved for about 30 years, but in 2019, the real perpetrator, Lee Chun-jae, confessed to the crimes after DNA evidence linked him to the murders. Sadly, because of the statute of limitations, he couldn't be prosecuted for those specific crimes, but it was quite a resolution in the end.
That's quite fascinating to know. So yeah, apart from that, I want to talk about dark humor, the way Bong Joon-ho, imbibe dark humor in his characters and films. Uh, so, what do you feel about the special kind of dark humor in his films?
Bong Joon-ho's dark humor is definitely one of his signature touches. He has this ability to find humor in really tense or grim situations, which adds a layer of complexity to his films. In Memories of Murder, for example, the detectives' incompetence and the absurdity of their methods provide a darkly comedic element that also highlights the flaws in the system. This kind of humor makes the characters more relatable and also adds a layer of irony. It's a fascinating blend that makes his film stand out.
Yeah. Okay, going back to Bong Joon-ho's early career in filmmaking. Uh, did he learn filmmaking in any filmmaking institute or school or whatever it is? Have you got any idea?
Yes, Bong Joon Ho studied sociology at Yonsei University, and after completing his mandatory military service, he went on to study at the Korean Academy of Film Arts. That's where he really developed his filmmaking skills and started making his mark in the industry.
Okay, that's interesting to know. And before making Memories of Murder, he made one indie kind of film, right? Yeah, Barking Dogs Never Bites. The title of the film was, I think, right?
Yes, that's right. Before Memories of Murder, Bong Joon Ho made Barking Dogs Never Bite in 2000. It's a dark comedy about a professor who gets frustrated with his neighbors barking dogs and decides to kidnap them. The film has that signature dark humor and quirky style that Bong Joon Ho is known for, and it definitely helps up the stage for his future successes.
And one more thing, I always had a feeling like, whenever he received Academy Awards for his Parasite film, I got a feeling like, yeah, Parasite is definitely a great film, but his Memories of Murder is even more great, and it was like classic film. I felt like, okay, why Memories of Murder neglected by the Academy? What do you think about it?
I totally get that sentiment. Memories of Murder, indeed, a masterpiece, and has a special place in a lot of cinephiles' hearts. I think the reason it didn't get as much recognition from the Academy could be due to a combination of factors like the genre, the timing of its release, and the fact that it was a foreign film that dealt with some heavy social themes. That's it. Parasite really opened the doors and highlighted his talent.
Yeah,
On a
yeah,
global scale,
yeah.
it's definitely testament to his incredible range and skill that both films are so beloved on their own ways. It's always fun to see how his earlier works get the recognition they deserve over time. If you ever want to dive deeper into any of his films, I'm always here for that.
Yeah, yeah. One more interesting film in his filmography was Host. Host is such a kind of sci-fi film, and his signature mark of dark humor also there, and some kind of the way he shot the film, the grandeur, and maintaining the realistic nature of the characters. I really loved the film.
The Host is definitely a great pick. It's got that perfect mix of a monster movie with social commentary and his signature humor. Plus, the characters feel so genuine and relatable, which makes the film even more engaging. Is definitely a standout in his filmography.
Yeah, one more interesting thing is Mr. Quentin Tarantino prized a lot. He himself impressed a lot with Bong Joon-ho's works, and many times before even Academy recognized Bong Joon-ho's works, he prized such a you know such a generosity. What do you think about it? I have about it?
Absolutely, Quentin Tarantino has been a huge fan of Bong Joon-ho's work for quite some time. It's always cool when a filmmaker of Tarantino's caliber recognizes and supports another director's work, especially before it hits mainstream recognition. It definitely helps shine a spotlight on Bong Joon-ho's talent and probably influenced a lot of people to check out his films. It's always nice to see that kind of cross-genre admiration.
Yeah, yeah, that's really interesting. And what do you think about Bong Joon's inspirations coming to his filmmaking skills, or the way he narrated the story? Whom do you think is inspirations regarding film directors?
Bong Joon Ho has a really eclectic mix of inspirations. He's mentioned Alfred Hitchcock as a major influence, especially in terms of suspenseful storytelling. He's also credited Martin Scorsese for his impact on his work, which is quite a compliment. Additionally, he admires Japanese directors like Shohei Mamura and Kiyoshi Kurosawa, who are known for their deep societal insights and intricate narratives. All these influences definitely contribute to his unique and captivating style.
Yeah. And what do you think is contemporary filmmakers? Whom do you think the way Bong Joon's kind of mark touch? Whom do you think reached that level of filmmaking style in South Korea or apart, all over the world?
There are definitely a few contemporary filmmakers who are often compared to Bong Joon Ho in terms of their unique and innovative styles. For instance, Ari Aster and Robert Eggers are two names that come up a lot. Ari Aster with films like Hereditary and Midsummer blends horror with deep emotional and psychological themes. Robert Eggers with The Witch and The Lighthouse creates atmospheric, genre-defying films that also have a distinct style. All of them, including Bong Joon Ho, are part of a new wave of filmmakers redefining cinema.
Okay. One more thing. I think Bong Joon-ho is one of the prominent personalities from South Korea. And whom do you think his contemporary filmmakers who match his level of filmmaking style in South Korea?
Absolutely, Bong Joon Ho is definitely a standout from South Korea, and he has some incredible contemporaries. Park Chan Wook is one of them, known for his distinct style in films like Old Boy and The Handmaiden. Another great filmmaker is Lee Chang Dong, who's known for his thought-provoking films like Burning and Poetry. Both of them, along with Bong Joon Ho, have really helped elevate South Korean cinema on the global stage.
Yeah, one more. I get, one more person, a brilliant filmmaker, No Hong Jin, the filmmaker who made The Chaser, The LOC, and recently one more film he made. What do you think about No Hong Jin?
Now Hong Jin is definitely a fantastic filmmaker. His films are known for their uh, intense atmosphere and gripping storytelling. The Chaser really set a high bar for crime thrillers, and The Wailing is
Yeah.
an incredible blend of horror. Absolutely. He's got a unique style that keeps audiences on the edge of their seats. It's always exciting to see how these talented filmmakers continue to show and elevate South Korean cinema. If you ever want to chat more about any of them or dive into their films, always here.
Yeah. So coming back to Bong Joon-ho films, his recent film, uh, Mikey 17, I guess, right?
Yes, that's correct. Bong Joon Ho's latest film was called Mickey 17. It's a sci-fi black comedy starring Robert Pattinson. It premiered at the Berlin Film Festival in February 2025 and was released in South Korea shortly after. The film dived into some thought-provoking themes about identity and humanity, all with his signature touch of dark humor and creativity. That's definitely been getting a lot of buzz.
Okay. So what is he going to direct? I mean, what is his upcoming film?
Bong Joon Ho's next project is actually an animated feature called The Valley, which is set to release in 2027. It's going to be his debut in animation and will explore the connection between deep sea creatures and humans. Sounds like it's going to be an exciting new direction for him.
Yeah. I am also excited as a huge fan of Bong Joon's work. How he's going to do an animation film. I always had a feeling like his characters, the way it was structured, and the way uh, captured through cinematography. I always had a feeling like some kind of animated look uh, he got with the style.
That's such a cool perspective. Bong Joon Ho's unique style definitely has a touch of whimsy and depth that will probably translate really well into animation. It'll be fascinating to see how he brings his storytelling and visual sensibilities into that medium. I'm sure it's going to be something special.
Okay, in interviews or in some kind of forums or whatever, did Bong Joon Ho made any statements regarding what are the tips or tricks is he going to has he given any tips and tricks to upcoming filmmakers?
Bong Joon Ho has indeed shared some great advice for aspiring filmmakers. He often emphasizes staying true to your own vision and embracing your unique obsessions. He believes that filmmakers should create content that genuinely satisfies their own artistic sensibilities rather than trying to cater to others. He also suggests not over explaining scripts to actors, which allows them to bring their own interpretations and adds authenticity to the performances. Great tips for any filmmaker.
Yeah, quite interesting actually. Really helpful for upcoming filmmakers. Yeah, and what are his early inspirations? I mean, during his childhood times, what are his inspirations regarding filmmakers or films?
As a child, one of Bong Joon Ho's biggest inspirations were the film Black Orpheus from 1959, which he watched on Korean television and it had a significant impact on him. Later, when he was in film school, he was also inspired by the Kwati trilogy, which is a series of experimental films. He also mentioned Guillermo del Toro, especially The Devil's Backbone and Pan's Labyrinth, as major influences, along with a Japanese director, Nagisa Oshima, who described as one of the most controversial masters. It's a fascinating mix of influences that definitely shine through in his work.
Yeah, yeah, really loud to know all these things. And what about is
I'm really glad you're enjoying.
yeah, 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 yeah. One more thing I want to ask. I want to know the writing routine of Bong Joon Ho.
Bong Joon Ho's writing routine is pretty interesting. He usually writes alone, often using his iPad with a wireless keyboard, and he likes to do this in coffee shops because ambient noise helps him concentrate. He also has a strong habit of storyboarding his scrolls, which is something he picked up from his childhood interest in comic books. It's a neat blend of creativity and practicality.
That's cool. And did he follow any routine, like daily 3-4 hours? Did he sit like that, or is there any kind of things related to writing?
Bong Joon Ho doesn't stick to a strict daily routine, but he does have a general process. He usually writes alone in coffee shops, and he finds that the ambient noise helps him focus. For a typical script, he spends about 4 to 6 months on it, with roughly 4 months dedicated to actual writing. So while he doesn't have a rigid schedule, he definitely puts in a solid amount of focused time.
Yeah, yeah, that's good to know. Mm. And one more interesting film from Bong Joon Ho is Mother. It's a kind of psychological crime thriller film, and the way he narrated the story, the way he showed some kind of controversial kind of thing in that film, I really appreciate that work.
A Mother is indeed a fantastic film and a great example of his skill in blending suspense, emotional depth, and a bit of controversy. The way he portrays the mother's relentless determination and the moral complexities in the story really stand out. It's always a treat to dive into his films.
Yeah, I really love the locations in his films. The way he shown some of intriguing sceneries like backdrops in Memories of Murder or Mother, even Snowpiercer. There are quite intriguing connection with the nature.
Absolutely. His use of locations really adds a lot of depth to his storytelling. The landscapes in his films often reflect the mood and themes of the story, making them like characters in their own right. It's definitely one of the many things that make his films so captivating.
Yeah. Okay. Almost I'm going to end this session. So before ending, I would like to talk about something related to Bong Joon Ho. How did I find him and or discovered his filmography? When mostly, I guess it was around 2008, 8 or 7 or 8 on that period. I was looking for so many interesting films, from all around the world. Because at that moment of time, I got a system. There was internet, and I can able to find out any kind of interesting films all around the world. So somewhere I got told about that film by, maybe, I guess, I don't remember clearly, but through IMDb rating I came to know about that film. And yeah, after that I'm able to find out that film and watch that film. After watching the film, seriously, while watching for the first time, I felt like uh, kind of I already started a bit late at night, so I got a kind of dizzy kind of feeling, but I didn't slept. But I didn't sleep, and I try to follow the story. It's going on a is way of usual kind of, it takes is usual kind of time to get into the story. So yeah, the way it was shown, all the things are at the end of the film. I really got connected. What is this? I had a feeling like, at the end of the film, especially the way it was ended, the story, I really kind of slowly my mind getting, thoughts like, how he made, what kind of inspirations or the way he filmed. I really felt like, okay, so I got some strange kind of feeling, and after 2 to 3 days, I started rewatching the film, and after watching second time, I came to understand the brilliance of his filmmaking and storytelling. That's how I find out uh, Bong Joon Ho, and after that, I started all his checking all his filmography until that point of time, and I waited like anything for his upcoming films at that moment of time. And yeah, that's how I'm able to God, Bong Joon Ho.
That's such an awesome journey. It's amazing how film can slowly draw you in and then completely captivate you on a second viewing. Bong Joon Ho definitely has that effect on people. I'm glad you got to experience his work and that it sparked such a deep appreciation. If you ever want to chat more about his films or anything else, what do you think?
Yeah. Okay, we can conclude the session at this moment of time. Definitely, we will talk some other time and deep dive into Bong Joon-ho's style, filmmaking, and themes, etc., etc. Yeah, thanks a lot for joining in this session. Yeah, take care. Bye bye.
It was a pleasure chatting with you. I'm always here whenever you want to dive back into Bong Joon Ho's world or anything else. Take care and have a great day. Bye for now.
Yeah. So, guys, this is the way Chat GPT tried to make a conversation with me on the topic of Bong Joon-ho. So, I'm going to ask you, what is your favorite film or favorite work of Bong Joon-ho? Please do try to comment in the comment section. And yeah, see you on the next video. Thank you. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye bye.